do you support the dismantling of Hamas?
Good question.
Okay. I'll answer that question because I never shy away from questions as long as I've thought them through. And then number two, what should be done now? So let's take a simple case. About 1,400 people, according to Israeli figures, about 1,400 people were killed on October 7th. Of those, about 350 were soldiers. If you look at the figures for, let's say, Operation Cast Lead, it's about the same. 1,400 people killed in Operation Cast Lead, about a quarter of them Hamas militants. It's roughly the same. So if you're of the opinion that because of what Hamas did on October 7th, it has to be destroyed, not just dismantled, it has to be destroyed. That, by the way, is Bernie Sanders' position. I acknowledge that. Then, by that reasoning, the Israeli government has to be dismantled and destroyed. Now, that's just one massacre. See, that's just one. Because Israel likes to periodically mow the lawn. In Operation Protect...
I thought you were going to answer the question.
Okay, I'm answering the question. I'm saying if Hamas has to be dismantled because of what it did on October 7th, then if you take Operation Cast Lead, Operation Pillar of Defense, Operation Protective Edge, then the Israeli government has to be dismantled 10 times over.
Yeah, I follow you, but it's not really an answer to the question.
Oh, it is an answer to the question.
Because
it's called keeping a single standard.
No, it's not.
You want to talk about the 290 Israeli hostages? I say fine. But then let's talk about the 2,300,000 Gaza hostages. Gaza. Oh yes, Gaza. Hamas is closing the gates. I know that. Gaza is closed. Hamas is
love to open the gates to kill more Jews.
Yes. Okay.
I don't think it's an answer to the question. I understand your point of hypocrisy.
I'm saying,
but it still does whether you think Hamas should be.
Everyone to a single standard. Number two.
Should both governments? What do you mean Israeli? What do you mean by dismantling the Israeli government? An election?
If you want to decide that Hamas has to be dismantled because of what it did on October 7th, I say fine. But then the Israeli government has to also be dismantled because for 20 years, it's kept the whole population confined in a concentration camp.
I don't understand it.
And periodically,
I get you.
And periodically mows the lawn.
Okay,
it mows the lawn.
Professor,
yeah.
but
no, you can.
You want to destroy the world's only Jewish state.
Let me respond. Let me ask you a question. Just hold on for 1 second.
You want to mock now? Maybe
I'm not going to mock you.
I will mock you.
Maybe.
Let me say.
Comedy. Maybe
now you're getting personal. Let me just get my answer.
Comedy may be your forte. But the suffering of humanity has been what I've been about since I came onto this earth.
Now let me.
And I am not.
Are you going to let me answer?
I am not going to trivialize the fact that 1,100,000 children in Gaza are now the object of a genocide. I see no humor in that.
Okay, hold on a second.
Nothing
hold on a second.
funny
hold on
about
a second.
that. I would betray the memory of my parents were I ever to mock, ridicule, find funny, whatever.
Hold on a second.
Being done
Professor.
to those people in Gaza.
Professor.
It is a crime that makes your heart just scream.
Professor.
At what's being done to them.
No one.